How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, I do not quite know how I'm going to title this video. And the reason why I'm saying that, the last video I changed the title. And the title that I changed it to is "The Exotic in You is Crystal Black. Stand even more royal." So anyway, as I'm in this space right now, space and time, I must continue on speaking in the messages that I have received from the universe, like many of us do within the royal family. Even if you don't make a video, your words, I say often, I say, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And to the best of my ability, I do try to read them all. May not respond to all, but it's just, for me, very important, because it's different things that I'm picking up on in energy, and seeing how greatly all of us need each other to continue to edify each other, continue to give each other this daily bread in these last seconds. So, what put me in the zone that I am in now, we know that our God is black. We know first of everything is black. We know this. Now there may be some that don't know this and want to continue to entertain what they want to continue to entertain. And I have just, a few hours ago spoke of what is considered exotic. Well, we know what that is. Just watch the first video and leave it right there. So, then we're dealing with this other energy that doesn't do anything for us. We know who the president is now. And it's Miss True say, if I'm president, the world wouldn't laugh at me. No, they're not laughing at you. Well, I'll take that back. Yes, they are laughing at you. You are displaying and demonstrating and showing the true core nature of the beast. It truly is. And they want us to continue to focus on those antics in the time and the space and energy we all are in. I mean, we have hit that paradigm shift. I speak on it, and many have too. We may not use the precise name, but there is definitely something going on in the universe. In the universe. And what got me to this conversation was looking at this. I haven't seen the movie, but all yesterday I watched bits and pieces, listened to the making, listened to the details that they went into making this movie. I mean, they put a lot. Learning languages, the true origins of languages in Akibalan, the true origins of the outfits. I mean, they left no stone unturned. I said, it's hard to impress me. I was impressed the lengths that they went through, the money that they put up in order to speak truth about the royal family. And so why I was able to get a bunch of sneak peeks here and there, and seeing the elders and the royals, and in between us, the old, the new, many dynamics come in, and looking at this futuristic world. Now I'm tripping off this futuristic world, and I always have. And what hit me like a ton of bricks by watching different previews of this movie and hearing, I wanted to hear, I wanted to feel, because I don't truly listen with my ears, I listen with my heart. And how they knew that this movie is more and beyond. So as I am in deep thought, like I always am, I'm thinking about electricity, energy. When I see the next dimension I speak of, all I see is energy. I don't see huge objects or anything. I just see teeny. I don't know how teeny I can get, like on a pin of a sewing needle. White streaks. Might see a light. Might see a black one every once in a while, but for the most part, I see this energy. Now I have to be outside to see it, and when I'm inside and I focus, I see energy. So I'm saying this is energy. Okay, with this energy that I'm seeing as I talk now, then there's also electricity. And I have had a fantasy in my head that, and I'm saying that it's not a fantasy, that there are many worlds out there, and this world happens to be in two worlds. I have a fantasy, like a science fiction, where we got a world that's 1,000,000 years behind us, and then we got a world that's 1,000,000 years ahead of us, and we happen to be caught in the middle, and we getting a little bit from both. Okay, and so then I started tripping off of this again, the antics of Esau, and how devilish they is, and how they have really stepped it up even more. And this is done by design. This is done by purpose. And so then I go back here, and it's like, no. This is what some of what we need to be focusing on. That, we have thoughts in our head where we die, where we go. Well, I know for sure that we go into some type of energy zone, and then I think about statements. They say there is nothing new under the sun. So then I think about the pyramids. You had to be in a higher state of being. You had to use some form of energy. It could be laser, but a energy or a technology that we haven't even got there. We will never get there without by the divine hand of our Father. And so then I go back over here. Oops, not yet. Then I go over here, and they got the March for Black Women. This, whatever this new Me Too group is, and how they want to use the black woman in different movements. The black woman is right there. The black man is there too. We always there with each other. Even though they try to, do all they can to, separate us. Our kings is right there through his pain, through all the things that they have done to us in this system. Now, Esau don't realize, even though he owned everything, and for his greed of money and him not being able to maintain the box office, then they look at the next best thing coming. And yes, it would be the royal family. But when you really take the time to go see this movie, and I can't wait to go see it, there are messages in there. And based on what little I have seen, and based on what I have experienced in my own separate individual life, and based on the things I have seen, that I feel, now this is based on how I feel, that when we come up out of these shells, yes, we are nothing more than energy, and we go to another energy or another destination. And this movie, I can tell these are one of the type of movies where when you walk out of there, you are forever changed. And it also furthers pushing us to teach us who we are. Who are we truly? Now, I have done my research more than once about the Black Panther, about the Wakao people, and some of these names I'm not gonna get right. How they couldn't get their ass kicked. How they drove, just took over the Portuguese. They always want to speak about what the Portuguese did. They got their ass whooped, and they sent them on their way. Now, yes, in war, there's going to be casualties, and they took some of them. Now, my husband's family come from the Cape Verde Islands, but he looks Ethiopian. And those people over in the Cape Verde Islands are so messed up. They say we're Cape Verde, and it's like, there we go again. You look like Ethiopians. You know, there's that exotic stuff again. You don't want to be nothing else, you know. You don't want to be who you truly is in this kingdom. And so I'm saying to myself, you can't achieve no more, white man. You can't elevate no more. Cynthia G, over and over. That will stick to me. You're not a progressive group of people. So you start with your antics and shit. And we still got some of us that's stuck on this shit. We don't want to be none of this. That's not exotic enough. We want to focus on this. We want, let me get it right here. Then they come along, and some of our sisters get mad, and they come and manipulate us where we don't depend or think we need our man, and then we out here fighting for this bitch. Women are people. Tell anywhere in history, where was it where a black man was trying to hold back a group of people? A wise black man wouldn't do that. He know she birthed this damn nation. And so the driving goal is to focus on our shit, focus on our low birth rate, focus on injustice, focus on isms, focus on anything, any white problem that's going on. And then once we have done the same fucking redundant thing over and over and over, they drop your black ass like a lead pipe. But our sisters want to get angry because they come for the soft target because we carry the load. Our kings is right on that. I don't care about feelings. I don't care if I piss off a king, piss off a queen, because I'm speaking truth in order for us to get out of this shithole. Again, this shithole, in order to get to the kingdom. And you gonna get upset because I'm touching your sweet spot. I'm good at what I do. I come from the royal family. I come from the original people. Now I fully realize my kings, because everybody getting a little taste of it. You are truly the father of civilization. I have spoke on this. I've spoke on this. But you can't do this shit by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. And it's like, where are we going? Our king is always there. What are they doing? So I'm just showing bits and pieces of what they doing and what they trying to stop, but then they can't stop it because they're sheer greed. We know we gonna get them niggas down there at the box office. He's using Esau to give us a glimpse into a world that is unknown to us, but right there is there, but way beyond this antiquated technology that we have. Yes, it's antiquated. Yes, it is. Because when you, like I said, go back to energy, universe. That's all it is. Abundance of energy, but you got to know how to use it. You don't hold that key piece to that puzzle. You or I never will. I have spoke on this. Our Father gonna always hold on that. Because the enemy is searching how to penetrate that wall. Well, if you start listening to listen, you know, this is where you have to get biblical. Listen to scripture. Listen to somebody break down scripture. Then none of this, it won't be no more. It's this shit in this world. And this is the world. I'm showing the world. It's a cesspool. It's tainted. It has to go through a purge process. There's just simply no way. We just happen to be living in a time where it's at a standstill. Esau can't help but die off. Because when you think of it logically, he can't elevate. He can't produce. And in the worst circumstance, we keep elevating and we keep producing. Now, these folks can deny who we truly is. Even our own do too. But the driving force for this video is we're about to encounter something. We're about to feel something, smell it, taste it, and see it. And slowly people are bringing stories of visions. It took me a long time to get to this point of speaking on my own personal, where now even our own is speaking on it right here on this channel and other channels too, where it's like a sigh of relief that I'm not crazy. I know what I feel. I know what I've have experienced with our Creator. It's in my playlist. It's there for the chosen ones. Many messages. That's why those words are important, because you don't know who you are helping to get to that kingdom. But they can't achieve this, what you're looking at. So they're left to their own devices and antics. You have to look past that, because there's something more coming. Are you, or I, are we truly prepared? As prepared as we can be in our own realm. This is going to always be a given, my royal family. But the joy of being in this, there is nothing you could do to pull me out of it. I wouldn't surely end up losing family and friends, because I know that we have achieved through all the tyranny, all the beatdown, all the heartache, blood, sweat, and tear, that our energy, when we're out of these shells, go to another powerful energy like no other. Some have experienced. I have experienced it. I know the hands of God. Whew. I mean, ever since I've been touched by the hands of God, I keep telling my family, I'm forever changed. I'm forever changed. You may not see the change overnight, but I think of our Father. I think of our God, our Father. And then things are just happening rapidly. And I'll just sit and I'll listen to different people break those scriptures down, and it's happening in this space, time, and realm. And we are picked to watch the beginning of Babylon fall. We specifically was picked. Our Father's going to be giving us many, many messages, literally in plain sight. Plain sight. You're not crazy. You're not delusional. And we can't hold on to the past no more. We have to continue to elevate. We are progressive. Once the enemy has mastered whatever they think they have mastered from us, we come up with something new. It's like, see ya, figure that out. And like, damn, how do these people achieve like this? Deep in their core, they know. So then, let's go over here and start bothering the sisters like they always do, because they want one last hoorah, one last hoorah, one last hoorah. Have her out there doing what she got to do. For who? For fucking who? And you're going to keep doing the same repetitive thing after we done march. I refuse to grant the very energy that our Father blessed all of us with. That's what you're doing. I keep saying to you, my royal family, what you are allowing, what you are granting, being chosen, being a child of God. You have granted stuff and you have allowed stuff, and we stuck here in this madness because we still got some of us that are disobedient. Was the pain enough? And I sat there a few weeks ago and I said, our Father must put his hands in our affairs, or we're not gonna make it. We're so arrogant. We're so hard-headed. We all want to be the chiefs. It's all your way or no way. It's all about cooperation. And he's going to continue to make it painful. But he's going to have to put his hands in our situation. Because you're lost. You keep conforming to something that's evil. That will not be. Understand. Who is the black God? Do you know your father? How well do you know your father? Have you taken the time to get to know your father? Or only time you talk to your father is when you're in pain and you need something, and then that's when you talk. But you ain't got to know our father. You don't know that you hurt your father. You don't know when you reject yourself, you're hurting him. He made you in his image. So yes, naturally, that would be hurtful. That you want to distort yourself because you don't want to be exotic. You want to be something lifeless. But it's still enough of us that understand that we have to continue to march on this war. Oh yes, we have. So, back to this. What are we marching to? What are we going to? What type of technology and energy are we hitting? Because when our father decided to do what our father decided to do, it already existed. Again, nothing is new under the sun. So you got everybody stealing from us. Oh yes. You need to look at the hieroglyphs. What's that? Pharaoh Hotep, Imhotep. He designed all those surgical tools in order for surgery. They have to keep going back to the source. The very land that they despise, but they rip her of everything. So, as I'm being introspective, there's messages. There's messages. And so the driving force of this video, my royal family, please listen to that universe. Please give us what we need. We're on a journey to the known but the unknown, because we was in this. We was in this. We was in that zone. And I don't know how the process go. Did we volunteer to come back? Think we could liberate folks? Or was we chosen to be sent back? You know, I don't know. We'll never know that until we get back to wherever we got to get back to. And this kind of stuff frightens the true enemy. He don't want to see us in this space and time because they depend on us. They depend on that energy. And when we're pulling away, they reject violently. You know, that's when ego get in the way. Oh, that you needed us there. But the way you conducted yourself was disrespectful. You're disrespecting God's children. So you're nasty about it. And you do vile things. And now you're going out of your mind. You're dropping dead. You don't know what you can do. You know, swirling is at an all-time high. None of that's going to work. Go read the very book that our Father allowed you how long to rule and reign. I'm not going to keep repeating that at all. But there is no denying that we can overlook the very obvious staring us right down in our throat. So as I'm in deep thinking and deep thought, where are we going? What type of energy, technology, space and time do we hit when we come up out of these shells? That's the question that I ask my royal family. I'll leave it hanging there. I must hear your voice. What does the universe tell you about the royal family, about the kingdom? Are you manifesting what the kingdom look like? Have you manifested yourself on that throne? Have you allowed yourself to feel what it's like in the kingdom? Do you know your duties and responsibilities in the kingdom? Do you have enough in you to be humble, to submit to our Father? Is it painful enough? Or you want to stay in this shithole, this cesspool that they have created, and that some of us are doing everything we can to keep that beast fat and full? Starve that bitch. Drain the beast. Really? So that calls for an action. When the pinnacle really hit the head, and we got to stand before the very people that look like you and I, and we know what they did. Cooned out, trade out, told secrets, conspired, lied, because you're too cowardly. Well, you will be eliminated because you held it up as long as you could. But you can't stop God. You can't stop this force, this energy, this technology that's already been here. You can't stop it. I felt it. And some of y'all have told me you felt it too. It is the most powerful, overwhelming feeling you will ever feel. But there's still that unknown. So we do know that our Father is black, the black God. And we do know, let me see here, I want to get that right. Oops, nope. That the black man is the father of civilization. So how do we know that? And we do know that these are dying off and they can't elevate no higher. So I'm asking you, my royal family, what are the messages? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do we do? How do we do it? When do we do it? Why do we do it? Can we do it? Teach us how to do it. Even though I'm one of the voices, you are one of the voices too. So I'll leave it right there, my royal family. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.